welcome to the Animal Lovers Cafe. Hi, Marcus. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Welcome. So here we are. Marcus, here's your llama. We're outside. A little parade was going by. We're early 4th of July here in the States. 4th of July weekend, celebrating. Luna's here trying to get extra treats. So if you hear anything going on in the background, aside from they're really working hard in the kitchen, making extra really goodies for all of you guys. So I just wanted to welcome you to the cafe. Come on inside. Bring your animals with you. Come on in with me. It's hot, hot, hot here. I had to just, I was at a little parade outside hanging out with everybody, but it is just really, really hot. Luna, you can watch my hat for me, huh? She'll probably, I don't think she'll play, well, she might play with it. Anyhow, welcome to the cafe. So outside, inside, wherever you want to be, celebrating July the 4th, Independence Day, for those of us that are in the States. And for those of you that aren't, hey, today you can celebrate with us. Well, it's not today. Monday is the official day, July the 4th. But this is a long weekend for us here in the States. So celebrate with us. If you're not celebrating Independence Day, celebrate summer. So along with this, oh, Marcus, you always make me smile. Yes, your llama. Your llama always waits for you, and just adores you. What we're going to be talking about today is keeping our animals safe for the 4th of July and, holidays and other things. It's like just some really important things to know, and lots of us don't think about. So now is the time to think about and do. So that's, stick around with me. And I'm also going to be showing you something that I really love that you can use for yourself and your animals to keep you a little stress-free, kind of more like calm and relaxed, very gentle. So just stick around. I promise I'll be sharing that with you in a little bit. And I just want to welcome you, obviously, to today, our special day of celebrating you, celebrating your animals, celebrating Independence Day here in the cafe, and how to keep us safe. And I want to welcome anybody that's new. So if you're new, put new in the comments so all of me, so I can, and then everybody else as a member of the cafe can say hi to you and welcome you. And if you are new, you don't know me, my name is Janet Dobbs of Animal Paradise Communication and Healing, where my greatest joy is to help you discover your unique way of telepathically communicating with your animals, and also your unique way of healing. So Luna's taking her place. I hope you can just kind of hang out with your animal friends. And if you have any questions, put a little Q and then write the question, or comments. Just feel free. Just jump on in here because I'm about to get started with things to keep our animals safe and happy. And here's a really safe and fun way to keep our animals safe with simple, fun fireworks. So we're celebrating with our fireworks right here. They're safe, nobody gets hurt, and they're still pretty. So let's get going. Happy 4th of July weekend, keeping our animals safe. I love this little guy. So have you thought about ways to keep your animals safe? Right, yes or no? Or if there is something special that you do, a little precaution that you might take, write it in the comments and share. And I love fireworks too, Marcus. It's like, yay. Oh, here's my favorite one. I'm saving this one for you. Wait, I don't know if I can. Is this it? Yes, it didn't work. It didn't work. Okay, well, here we are, live at the cafe. And I never know what's going to happen. So there were supposed to be fireworks that came up with that. Okay, here's the fireworks. Oh, no. No fireworks. But this is what was supposed to come up. Yay! And pretend you hear the sound. So again, we're here live at the cafe. And back to our little sweet puppy with the fireworks, keeping us safe. Yeah, I know. Fireworks behind the hill. Yeah, how'd you know? I guess you've looked out back. But we're just going to have some fun here today. And happy 4th, as I said. So it's like happy 4th, happy summer. It's like eating summer food. A lot of you guys are going to the beach, or like this dog is tubing down the river, lakes, wherever you might go, or you might be staying at home and celebrating. I want to first of all wish you and your animal companions very, very happy, safe 4th. And so, did you know that July 5th, at least here in America, is the busiest day in most shelters? It's the day that the most animals are brought to shelters. Why? Because it's scary for them, and the slightest little thing, they get lost, and then they end up in shelters if they're lucky. So let's get ready now. What can you do to prepare, to think about for the, I can't even talk about it, our animal becomes lost. It's a really horrible thing. I have had a lost animal. God, Marcus, you're so funny. You have flies here insisting to be your companions. Yes. And have you read that book yet, Freddie the Fly? Do you have names for your flies? I hope you're having fun with your flies, because flies are pretty fun. All kinds of beings are really fun. And I don't know that you might have to keep your flies safe too. Maybe they'll let you know how to keep them safe. But so what you can do right now with your animal companions is, even if they don't go outside, they could accidentally get outside. So make sure you have their ID tag up to date. It's like with a collar or whatever you have. Just make sure that it's up to date. And for horses, you see that little thing, a halter. That would be for horses. So if you have horses and you let them out in the fields, the pastures, wherever, have some kind of identification on the halter. Sorry, kitty fur. So that if something happens and they're lost, they can get back to you easily. And also take a photo. So who doesn't like to take photos of their animals, right? So take a photo, a current photo, like take a photo now, today, of your animal companion. Take one of their head, so you can clearly see their face, see their eyes. Take one of their full body so that people can see the identifying markings, their markings. It's really important. And make sure everything's really nice and clear, and have several photos ready. So if for some reason they go missing, you can pull those photos and just get them out to everybody right away. Because having had a lost animal that was returned 2 months later, we found her. But you need to act immediately. I'm not kidding. So just be ready, be prepared, and then nothing's going to happen. I have Rescue Remedy up there. What's that? Well, I'm going to share with you what Rescue Remedy is, how it works, how you can use it yourself, and also how you can use it with your animals. So stick around for that and have a plan. So right now, make a plan. How are you going to keep your animals safe? Whether you go away, whether you have people over to your place, how are you going to keep your animals safe? So that's what that means, have a plan. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I just want to share this really quick. Marcus, the book, it's called, so I want to share with everybody else, it's my favorite book, for learning about how telepathic communication works. It's called Kinship with All Life by J. Allen Boone. Yeah, and Freddie the Fly, but there's all kinds of animals in there, and how to communicate. The animals teach you. So isn't that great? They teach us. It's not us teaching them. So anxious and sensitive animals, you know who they are. A lot, especially, well, my kitties, whenever they hear thunder or fireworks or something, they run under the bed. So they know how to take care of themselves. But there's a lot of dogs that have very serious anxiety and they're very sensitive. Think about it. Why are they so sensitive? They feel things we don't. Most of them are walking on four legs. So they have four on the ground. They feel the energies that we don't. They're much more sensitive than we are. We kind of have numbed ourselves out. And also, they can hear a bazillion times more than we can. So they're obviously very, very sensitive. So something that's loud to us is 10 times louder to them. Okay, I don't know the number, but anyhow, it's really, really loud to them. So they can become very terrified, panicked. And again, I'm going to suggest there are things that you can do to help and support them. So you're anxious and sensitive dogs, cats, indoor animals or outdoor animals. You can offer them, you can give them rescue remedy. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, the hows. For dogs, there's something called a thunder shirt, and now you can buy them. I first learned about them, and you just took an ace bandage and you wrapped it around very gently, but it kind of fits them kind of like a snug hug, I guess you could say. Or I guess, what do you call it for babies? Swaddling them. You're just kind of wrapped and you're hugged. And for some reason, somehow, this seems to help them with their anxiety, helping them to be a little more calm and grounded and centered and just not. It's horrible to be scared, right? All of us get scared. Also, have some relaxing music ready for when the fireworks go off. And here, fireworks are going to be going off all weekend, not just on the actual 4th of July date. So if you hear fireworks, you can have this music ready. So have some nice, it might be classical music, not the 1812 overture. Those are cannons going off. I promise, my marching band when I was in college, we had like the cannons from Fort Knox came to our football stadium, and as we were playing the 1812 overture, and you know the part where the cannons go off, boom, real cannons were going off. The whole stadium was like, so don't play that, the 1812 overture. Have something nice, quiet, peaceful. And another thing you might do with them is just hang out with them, be with them, pet them. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to pet the microphone, but pet them, help them relax, and you can relax. It's just anything you can do to help calm them when it's fireworks time. And the same thing happens for some animals with thunder. Any kind of a loud, disturbing noise. They're anxious, they're sensitive. Let's help them, let's support them. And just, have that as part of your plan for the fireworks time. And so keeping them safe away from home. When it comes to fireworks displays and parades and those kinds of things, really the best thing to do to keep them safe is to leave them at home. But if you insist on bringing them with you, don't leave them in the car locked up. Even with the windows rolled down that much, have you ever sat in a hot car, like on a day like it's so hot and humid here where I am? Just 1 second it would be sweltering, and like for me, you can't breathe, and if you leave them in the car, just don't do that, okay? Don't. You don't want it's bad. Wouldn't want to do it, right? Remember a president that would say that wouldn't be prudent. So if you have a dog or other animal, have a good leash. Make sure it's securely fastened to where it's fastened on them, whether it's a collar or a harness, and then put your hand through that little loopy thing and hold on tight. We have a neighbor. Each of the neighbors have at least an acre of land, so there's a lot of space between houses. We're not on top of each other, but they have like a cattle dog, a herding dog, right? And they'll take it out on a leash, but I can't even tell you how many times this dog has come running through our yard, leash strung out behind him, could easily get caught on anything, but so you just hold on. Have a good connection between you, the dog, keeping them safe. It's our responsibility. And why do I have check fences? Well, that could be for dogs and other animals that you let out in your yard. But what I'm talking about here for fences and fence lines is for people with horses, cows, sheep, other kinds of, I guess they say livestock, but I don't like that term. But anyhow, check your fence lines. I know some of you have bazillions of acres, but they can get scared. They hear the fireworks and they break through the fences. So just make sure, just double check. It might be a good time to just go out, check your fences, get out and, So I don't know very much about that. We don't have fences. Anyhow, so those are some things that you can do when you're away from home and at home to check and keep yourself safe. But now, coming back home, say you have a whole lot of people coming over, or some friends, some family coming over to celebrate. You're having a cookout. You're, just having a great time. Bring your animals inside when it's fireworks time. I know you might want to have them out with you, but don't take a chance. Bring them inside. Make sure they're safe. Also, be aware if you're grilling out, hot grills, charcoal lighter, matches, all of those kinds of things. Dogs, cats, and other animals can become very curious because we're all hanging around that stuff. So just be aware of them and keep them safe so they don't hurt themselves. Sparklers, keep sparklers away from the animals. Just some common sense kinds of things, but just keeping them safe. Excuse me. And also, one thing I didn't realize, don't use human insect repellent on your animals. It can be poisonous and really affect them in ways that just aren't good at all. So there are animal grade insect repellents. So just don't use that around them. And also citronella products, they can be poisonous for animals if they get a hold of them. So excuse me for a second. Had a tickle. I think the little flies that tickle in my throat. So just be aware of, and also be aware of where your animals are. Your dog's trying to hang out with you, just what they're doing, just to keep safe. The next day, or cleaning up. So if there have been fireworks anywhere near you, around you, just go looking for, fireworks debris, leftover food that could, not good for your animals to eat. Also, skewers that if you were barbecuing, and little pointy things, and sparklers too, and broken glass. Just be aware that could be out there. Just do a cleanup, looking around, and to protect your animals, and it also would protect wild animals too. So that's pretty much it for keeping everybody safe. So having a wonderful, happy 4th of July. And let's see, where is Luna? So Luna is over. She's chilling out. She goes, okay, you got that out of the way. So we got that out of the way. Anything that anybody comes to mind for you that might help keep animals safe and you safe, and so we can have fun. That's what this is all about. Having a great time, enjoying yourself. Okay, so I just want to also share, I mentioned Rescue Remedy, right? Have you heard of it? You probably have. It's been around, and it comes, there's a lot. Let me just show you Rescue Remedy. I have a couple. Rescue Remedy is made up of 5 different flower essences. So, and I like to use this company, Bach as in the composer. This was like the original for the flower essences. Flower essences work on the emotional levels. How good is that? And there's many different ones for different situations. And if you're curious about what they are and how they work, I love this book. And it's in the description if you want to find this book. It is for animals, Bach flower essences for animals, but you can see, it's just, this is a great book if you want to learn about them, if you want to use them for your animals, trying to figure out what to use. But for any kind of stress, Rescue Remedy is really great. So it comes in many forms for humans. It's usually often a liquid. They do have them in other forms, but let's see. Darn this tickle. This is a spray bottle, and this is for humans. The reason that I say it's for humans is the human grade, excuse me. The human grade Rescue Remedy is 27% alcohol. Okay, that's a lot of alcohol. You don't want your animal having that kind of alcohol, and some of we humans shouldn't either. So the animal formula, see the little pot? No alcohol at all. And this is a little dropper bottle. So how to use it? It's really easy peasy. There's all kinds of ways to use it with animals. Lots of times with humans, you just take a, sorry, I just opened it. You just take a little dropper. Ooh. See a little dropper? You take a couple drops and you put it under your tongue. It's really easy. There are other ways to take it and to work with animals, like, especially kitties. Are you going to get a drop under their tongue? Probably not. So one of the things you can do, that's interesting. In fruits, like fermented, is that what you're talking about, Marcus? Fermented fruits? I guess that's, and does it affect them like it affects us? Oh my goodness. Yeah, they know what's good for them. Because, it's also when things are fermented, they're healthy. Yes. Really? Wow. I'd love to hear more. Oh, you saw a documentary. Wow. Share hey, could you, if you know what the documentary is, could you share that in the comments? Because I think I'd really love to watch that. So the ways to work with animals, start today. If you don't have Rescue Remedy, let me hold this one up. If you don't have Rescue Remedy now, you can get it on Amazon. Really easy peasy. I had it. It was sent to me over. This one was sent to me. The animal one, because I didn't have an animal one, was sent to me overnight. So you could probably get it by tomorrow or the next day. Anyhow, you can find it in a lot of grocery stores. But you can easily find it on Amazon, Rescue Remedy, and look for the yellow boxes that say Bach. I highly recommend. These are the original. There's a lot of others out there. I'm not putting anybody down, but I know how these are made. And anyhow, so what you can do is like a really easy way. If your animals drink water and they have water bowls, stick 1, 2, 3 drops at the most. You don't have to use a lot in their water bowl. You can just mix it up or whatever, and then they'll just drink from the water throughout the day. Change your water every day, and then just add a few drops of Rescue Remedy. So you'll have a few days worth of this really nice, gentle calming in them before the 4th starts. So it might just help them. Hey, this is really great for giving them before you go to the vet. You know how they get really anxious, or going on a trip or something that they're really anxious for. And if you're giving something like that to them, take some yourself. So the water bowl, you can also put a little bit on food, mix it in with their food. You can put it on a treat. One of my favorite things to do is, whoops, where'd my guy go? Oh, is to, just put a drop or 2 or 3 or 4 in your palms, rub your palms together, and then just pet the animal. So you're like, oh, it's not getting on their skin. It's not getting in them. It's on their fur, and they lick their fur, and it kind of does go through. It does somehow. Another thing you can do, so here's my little friend who's going to help demonstrate, little kitty. So you can, I hope you can see, you can put some on your fingers, a few drops, and then rub their ears. So I don't know if you can see this very well, but don't stick your fingers in their ears. That doesn't feel good. But if they have a flap on their ears, just take one finger right there and the other one here, and then just pet it like, rub it like that very gently, or you can rub it like that, but just very gently. You have it on your fingertips. You're rubbing their ears, and so it's going in. And what lots of times I'll do is like both thumbs get their ears, if they'll let you. Some of them don't like you to touch their ears, or you can't get near them. That's okay. Also, you can put it on their paws, just a little. Don't put it in your hand first, not directly on them, and then just rub their paws, and then they'll lick it, and it'll get into them that way. Let's see. Also, you can put a few drops of it in a spray bottle of distilled water, little spray bottle, distilled water, maybe 3 drops of Rescue Remedy. Shake it up. And then do not squirt a spray bottle around cats or dogs or whatever. That's really scary. Spray it in the air and then have them walk through it. You just spray it above them and it kind of drifts down. So it's not, so it's not scary. You don't want to scare them. The whole point is to help them relax. So those are different ways you can work with Rescue Remedy. And Rescue Remedy is, it's really gentle. It's not like, what are some of those drugs that people give animals and humans to make you relax? No, Prozac's not the right one. Maybe it is. Anyhow, they're pretty hardcore, intense medicines. This is very gentle. And try it yourself. You'll see a difference in it, just kind of a calming, and really just 1 or 2 drops. That's it. So you can rub it on your hands, but usually we put it under our tongue. You just put 1 or 2 drops under your tongue and just let it dissolve, and it doesn't dissolve. I'm thinking that it's a homeopathic remedy. It just let it'll absorb is the right word, and then go into your system, and you can swallow it, and just notice that you might be feeling just a little bit more grounded, centered, calm. Yeah, not blotto, just perfect, just right. So you're not like crazy over anxious. So let me just check the comments really quick. And, if you have any questions about this, please feel free to ask me. I have all the information is in the description below or over on the side or wherever the descriptions are. So for all the information I talked about, the Bach flower, also the book, this book is there. So, check this stuff out. If you have any questions, you feel free to contact me. I'll be glad to, share with you my experiences. I've, had some really, really good experiences with Rescue Remedy with animals that have anxiety. So I hope you just have a wonderful, happy 4th of July with your animals, staying safe. You can see Luna's like chilled out. Max is running around. He's out on the porch. It's hotter than hot, but the animals, the wild ones, are out there, so he can't get to them, but he loves to chase. So I hope you have a really wonderful time no matter what you do with your animals. Let me know what you're up to. Come by the cafe often. We're always open. And, I just want to thank you so much for stopping by. And I'm just going to, oh, wait. I think the marching band's coming back. Same to you, Marcus. Happy 4th of July weekend. And the band is coming by. So enjoy the 4th. Let's march this baby out, right? Just have fun. Have fun with your animals. I will see you hopefully next time. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Have fun, everybody. Have the best time. Be safe. Happy summer. I'm going back outside. Let's put my hat on. Bye, everybody. See if we can wake Luna up. No, I'm kidding.